At its zenith, the Roman Empire covered an immense area of over 5 million square kilometers. Its vast territory encompassed the entire Mediterranean Sea, a central hub for trade and power. The empire extended northward into regions of Scotland and southward across North Africa. It also dominated significant portions of the Middle East, showcasing its extensive reach. The Roman Empire was characterized by its immense territorial expanse and diverse conquered lands. This vastness allowed Roman culture and traditions to deeply permeate these regions. The integration of Roman influence left an indelible mark on local societies. This cultural legacy persisted and evolved long after the empire's political dissolution. Its enduring impact shaped subsequent civilizations and modern European identity. The decline of the Western Roman Empire led to significant cultural shifts. Many established Roman practices began to fade or were replaced. Paganism, once central, gradually diminished in influence. Gladiatorial contests and phallic charms also disappeared from public life. The Roman Empire's prolonged presence left an indelible mark on subsequent societies. Despite the eventual disappearance of some Roman customs, many innovations persisted. Key societal structures introduced by the Romans proved impossible to entirely abandon. Their influence shaped legal systems, infrastructure, and governance for centuries. The Roman road network was a monumental engineering achievement, spanning vast territories. It extended across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East, connecting diverse regions. These roads were crucial for facilitating the movement of troops, goods, and civilians. The network significantly enhanced communication throughout the expansive Roman Empire. Its strategic design and construction played a vital role in imperial administration and control. Roman roads were engineered for exceptional durability and longevity. A key feature of their construction was a consistently raised formation. These roads were built using multiple layers of carefully selected materials. Layers included rocks, stones, gravel, and sand, providing a robust foundation. Drainage ditches flanked both sides, crucial for preventing water damage and ensuring structural integrity. Extensive road networks were vital for managing vast territories within an empire. These infrastructure developments significantly accelerated the movement of troops. The roads also played a crucial role in boosting trade across the entire empire. Furthermore, they greatly enhanced communication and administrative control. Watling Street is a historically significant Roman road in Britain. It served as a crucial ancient route, connecting key settlements. The road linked Dover, London, and Wroxeter, forming a vital network. Its strategic design facilitated connections between mainland Europe and Britannia's interior. Watling Street was instrumental in Roman administration, trade, and military movements. Watling Street is an ancient trackway in Great Britain, with origins dating back to pre-Roman times. It was later paved and utilized by the Romans, becoming a crucial military and trade route. Historically, Watling Street is renowned as the site of Boudicca's final defeat by the Romans. This pivotal battle in 60 or 61 AD cemented Roman control over Britannia. Centuries later, the route gained literary fame through Geoffrey Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. Pilgrims in the tales are depicted traveling along parts of Watling Street to Canterbury. Watling Street, an ancient Roman road, continues to serve modern transportation needs. Significant sections of this historic route are still actively used today. For example, parts of the A2 highway from Dover to London follow the original Watling Street path. Similarly, the A5, connecting London to Wroxeter, incorporates other segments of the ancient road. This demonstrates the enduring engineering and strategic importance of Roman infrastructure. Athenian democracy marked a pivotal shift in governance, empowering citizens directly. This system fundamentally redefined the relationship between the government and its people. It granted individuals unprecedented influence over societal decisions and public affairs. Citizens gained a direct voice in legislative and judicial processes, fostering civic engagement. This revolutionary model laid foundations for future democratic principles and practices. Ancient Athens is recognized as the birthplace of the democratic process. This political system allowed citizens to participate directly in governance. However, full participation was limited to specific residents, excluding many. Despite limitations, its emergence marked a profound historical event. Athenian democracy laid foundational principles for Western political thought. Its innovative structure influenced subsequent democratic developments globally. Around 507 BCE, Cleisthenes introduced a new democratic structure in ancient Athens. This system built upon existing institutions established by Solon nearly a century earlier. Cleisthenes' reforms aimed to enhance citizen participation and reduce aristocratic power. His changes laid the foundation for Athenian democracy, influencing future governance models. Cleisthenes, an ancient Athenian statesman, introduced a new governmental system. He coined the term democratia to describe this innovative form of governance. The word democratia is derived from two Greek components. Demos signifies the people or the citizenry. Kratos translates to power or rule. Thus, democratia fundamentally means rule by the people, reflecting popular sovereignty. Athenian democracy was founded on three core pillars. These pillars were designed to uphold equity among citizens. They also served to ensure the fair dispensation of justice. Furthermore, these structures were responsible for the creation and interpretation of laws. The ecclesia, or assembly, was a fundamental institution in ancient Athenian democracy. It served as the central governing authority for the city-state of Athens. This body was responsible for making all major legislative decisions. The ecclesia also formulated and approved public policies. Its functions were crucial to the direct participation of citizens in governance. The ecclesia, an assembly in ancient Greece, initially convened with a specific frequency. Initially, these meetings were held 10 times per year, establishing a regular schedule. Over time, the frequency of ecclesia meetings significantly increased. The assembly's schedule expanded to 40 meetings annually, indicating increased activity. Additional special meetings were also convened as circumstances or needs arose. The ecclesia was the principal assembly of the democracy of ancient Athens. These meetings were open to all Athenian citizens, fostering direct participation in governance. The primary venue for these gatherings was a designated theater on the Pnyx hillside. The Pnyx hillside is located to the west of the iconic Acropolis in Athens. This location provided a natural amphitheater, ideal for large public assemblies. Citizens convened here to discuss and vote on laws, policies, and other state matters. The ecclesia served as the primary legislative body in ancient Greek democracy. Its responsibilities included the crucial task of drafting new laws. The ecclesia also revised existing legislation to adapt to societal needs. Furthermore, it deliberated on foreign policy, including declarations of war. Accountability mechanisms are crucial for maintaining governmental integrity. These systems hold public officials responsible for their actions and decisions. They ensure transparency in government operations and public service. Ultimately, these mechanisms foster governmental responsibility and public trust. In ancient societies, adult male citizens viewed attending assembly meetings as a fundamental civic duty. This obligation was deeply ingrained in the societal structure and expectations of the time. Participation was considered essential for the functioning of the community and its governance. Citizens prioritized these assemblies despite various competing demands on their time and resources. Such demands often included critical activities like mandatory military service for defense. Another significant obligation was harvest work, vital for sustenance and economic stability. Ecclesia gatherings were central to civic life in ancient societies. These assemblies were open to all eligible citizens, theoretically allowing for broad participation. However, actual attendance at ecclesia meetings typically ranged around 5,000 people. This number was significantly lower than the total count of citizens eligible to attend. Various duties and obligations often prevented many eligible citizens from attending. These factors limited the practical reach and representation of the ecclesia. In ancient Greece, participation in the ecclesia, the citizen assembly, was often compulsory. This ensured broad civic engagement in the democratic process. To enforce attendance, specific methods were employed to gather citizens. Slaves were tasked with directing citizens towards the meeting place, the agora. They used a red-stained rope stretched across the agora as a physical barrier. This method guided citizens to the ecclesia, ensuring their presence at important deliberations. A system was in place to enforce compulsory attendance for citizens. Those who evaded this requirement were subject to a fining system. Evasion was identified by crimson marks on their clothing. These marks were left by a red rope, indicating non-compliance. Citizens bearing these marks were subsequently fined for their absence. By the late 5th century BCE, the ecclesia was a central assembly in ancient Greek city-states. This assembly served as a primary forum for democratic decision-making and civic engagement. To encourage broader participation, a significant policy change was introduced. Attendees to the ecclesia began receiving payment for their time spent at the assembly. This compensation aimed to incentivize citizens from all economic backgrounds to participate actively in governance. In ancient ecclesia assemblies, a system of attendance, limits, and compensation was implemented. Only the first 6,000 citizens to arrive at the ecclesia were eligible for compensation. This policy incentivized early attendance and participation in civic duties. A physical barrier, often a red rope, was used to mark the attendance limit. Citizens arriving after the first 6,000 were considered latecomers and received no compensation. Under Cleisthenes, the Athenian council was known as the Boule. This council, the Boule, consisted of 500 members. 50 men were chosen from each of the 10 Athenian tribes to serve. Members of the Boule served for a term of 1 year. The Boule, an ancient Greek council, wielded significant administrative power within its city-state. Its authority extended to the comprehensive management of government property. This included oversight of vital assets such as naval ships and agricultural livestock. The Boule also played a crucial role in foreign relations and diplomacy. It was responsible for receiving emissaries from other city-states, managing interstate affairs. The Boule was a central administrative body in ancient Athens. It convened daily to manage the routine governmental affairs of the city-state. This council handled a wide range of daily operational tasks and decisions. Its consistent involvement granted it significant influence over citizens' lives. The Boule's daily functions were crucial to Athens' governance and societal structure. The Boule was a significant administrative body in ancient Greek city-states. Its primary function involved the preliminary assessment of state matters. The Boule determined the importance and relevance of various issues. Only matters deemed sufficiently important were then presented to the ecclesia. This process ensured that the ecclesia focused on critical deliberations. The Boule, an ancient Greek council, wielded significant political power. Its filtering function was crucial to the city-state's governance. This role granted the Boule tremendous influence over political life. It profoundly impacted the overall democratic process within the city-state. In ancient governance, members of the Boule were often chosen through a method known as selection by lot. This process involved random selection, contrasting with methods like voting or direct appointment. The primary intent of using selection by lot was to ensure fairness in the appointment process. This method was also designed to prevent corruption and undue influence in political selections. Selection by drawing, also known as lottery, was historically favored for certain choices. This method attributed the outcome of selection to pure chance or luck. The primary rationale was to mitigate issues associated with traditional elections. It aimed to prevent potential problems such as bribery or undue influence. By relying on randomness, it ensured fairness and transparency in the selection process. The lottery system was implemented to address issues of official entitlement. Its primary goal was to prevent the formation of a permanently privileged class within the Boule. This system aimed to ensure fair and rotating access to official positions. By randomizing selections, it disrupted the accumulation of power by a few individuals. Another key objective was to curb personal gain derived from public office. The lottery system promoted impartiality and reduced corruption risk among officials. Historians observe an unusual pattern in the selection of citizens for the Boule. Certain individuals and their families appear to have served with remarkable regularity. This recurring service raises significant questions about the lottery's randomness. The anomaly suggests potential inconsistencies in the historical selection process. The Athenian court system, known as the dicasteria, was a crucial element of its democratic governance. It served as a highly functional and integral component within the Athenian democracy. The dicasteria played a central role in upholding justice and civic participation. This system allowed citizens to actively engage in legal proceedings and decision-making. Historically, a daily assembly of male citizens formed the juror pool for legal proceedings. These citizens were required to be over 30 years old to be eligible for jury duty. From this assembled pool, a specific number of jurors were selected each day. Typically, 500 individuals were chosen to serve as jurors for various court cases. This selection process ensured a consistent supply of jurors for the judicial system. The Roman Empire was a pioneer in developing sophisticated engineering solutions for daily life. Among their innovations was the concept of central heating for buildings. This ingenious method was designed to efficiently warm structures, providing comfort. It showcased their advanced understanding of architectural and mechanical principles. The Roman central heating system is a testament to their engineering capabilities. The Roman hypocaust was an advanced underfloor heating system used in ancient Roman buildings. It involved a furnace or fire located in a separate room or outside the main structure. This furnace generated hot air and smoke, which were then channeled into the system. The hot air circulated through a network of spaces beneath the floor, supported by pillars. As the air moved, it heated the floor above, radiating warmth into the rooms. Finally, the heated air and smoke rose through flues within the walls, exiting at the roof. The hypocaust system is an ancient form of underfloor heating, primarily used in Roman architecture. Its construction begins with preparing the ground floor, beneath which the heating mechanism will reside. Terracotta tiles are meticulously stacked, forming pillars that support the raised floor above. These tile stacks are embedded within a concrete bed, ensuring stability and durability for the structure. This arrangement creates a basement-like space, specifically designed for the circulation of hot air. Hot air, generated from a furnace, flows through this void, heating the floor above and warming the room. Roman baths were sophisticated architectural marvels, central to social life. A key feature was the caldarium, or hot room, designed for maximum comfort. These rooms required advanced heating systems to maintain high temperatures. The hypocaust system was widely employed for this purpose. It involved raising the floor on pillars, creating an underfloor cavity. Hot air and smoke circulated through this space, heating the floor and walls. Hypocaust systems were an advanced Roman heating technology. These systems provided warmth to residential buildings, even in colder climates. Houses in the northern Roman provinces utilized hypocausts. This ensured comfortable indoor temperatures during harsh winter months. Efficient heating systems strategically position rooms requiring the most warmth. These high-demand areas are located closest to the primary heat source, such as a furnace. This proximity minimizes heat loss during distribution, enhancing overall system efficiency. Such design ensures optimal temperature regulation and reduces energy consumption. Central heating systems in ancient times represented a significant luxury, accessible only to the wealthy. Their construction demanded the expertise of skilled engineers, indicating a complex and specialized process. Maintaining these systems required substantial labor, often relying on a large workforce. This labor included the use of slave labor for the continuous operation of furnaces. Furthermore, a considerable amount of fuel was necessary to sustain the heating, adding to the operational costs. Central heating systems were a feature of advanced societies, notably during the Roman Empire. Following the fall of the Western Roman Empire, central heating largely vanished in its former provinces. This technology remained absent from Western societies for many centuries. Central heating only saw a widespread reappearance in the last century, marking its modern revival. The ruins at Caesarea showcase early examples of Roman concrete. This material is renowned for its exceptional and enduring strength. Roman concrete represents an innovative composition for its era. Its durability allowed structures to withstand centuries of exposure. These ancient constructions serve as a testament to its advanced engineering. Early Roman books were primarily papyrus scrolls, serving as the primary medium for written information. These scrolls varied significantly in length, typically ranging from 4.5 to 16 meters. Their scroll format presented challenges, making them difficult and cumbersome to read efficiently. Papyrus material was also susceptible to deterioration, particularly in cold or damp climates. The codex emerged as a revolutionary new book format, transforming how information was stored and accessed. Unlike scrolls, the codex featured pages made from parchment, offering durability and flexibility. These parchment pages were bound together between sturdy wooden covers, protecting the contents. This design allowed for easier, non-linear reading, as users could quickly flip between pages. The codex significantly increased information capacity and portability, marking a major advance in literacy. Parchment, invented by the Greeks centuries ago, served as an ideal writing surface. Its durability and smooth texture made it superior to previous materials. This material significantly contributed to the codex's superiority. Parchment allowed for easier handling and preservation compared to scrolls. The Romans are credited with creating the world's first newspaper, known as Acta Diurna, meaning daily events. Acta Diurna served as a public record of daily occurrences and official announcements. These early newspapers were typically distributed on papyrus or carved into stone or metal tablets. Their primary purpose was to inform Roman citizens about public affairs, mirroring modern news functions. Acta Diurna provided updates on legal proceedings, military campaigns, and other significant events.